Hello everyone, welcome again to my channel. Today I wanted to share with you a item that I created as part of a Valentine swap that I'm in, and this is a journal case or a journal cubby. That is a beautiful tutorial from Bambidearr, so I'll put a link down below to how she created this project. And we agreed, Brigitta and I agreed to use my Valentine, my Sweet Valentine collection by Simple Stories, and that's what I did. And as you can see, I did use some other items as well, and I cannot wait to share them with you. So as I take the cover with you, this is the lined paper in the back is from a local store. I use some vintage photo music papers, and a beautiful piece here on the side is a washi tape. This sticker is from the My Sweet Valentine collection from Simple Stories. I popped on some sequins on the sides here, and they just bling super beautiful. I framed the picture that was from Pinterest. I framed her in a sort of a the pocket that you use for organizers, just a plain pocket of that, so it's not a vinyl or anything, but it's really just a beautiful cover, and it gives it just beautiful glaze. And on the top here I used a piece of a beautiful trim that you will see throughout all of my projects as I share them with you one by one. The sticker as well is from the collection from the Simple Stories. This is a printout from the Cute Girl collection from AC Digitals. And I did put on some glossy accent on top of that. So that's for my cover, and it goes like so. I didn't add a dangle or anything, I just left it like so. I did stitch all around it, and yeah, this is for the sides. As you can see, the paper itself again is printed on watercolor paper, and it's from also AC Digital collection from the Marigold collection. So that's the latest that they have on the site, and I just love that collection as well. So the cubby is closed with a beautiful trim. This one is gifted to me by Cindy as well. Thank you so much for that, Cindy. And it's a beautiful sort of a Chinese braid pattern. I just love that. So, and then we'll open up. I left it like so. The inside is a printout from the Simple Stories collection. Beautiful iridescent piece of tape going on the top and the bottom. And here you can see again the beautiful cluster, the cubbies itself from the papers itself. I just really love that. And I'll take out the first two journals that are in. And the journals came out pretty chunky, so they're supposed to, you can, usually if you make it this size, you can put in 3 or sometimes 4 journals inside, but my journals came out pretty bulky, so I could only fit 2, and the other ones I used in the memory decks card. So this is for the first one, and this is for the second journal. Let me start off with this one first. I used the closure of baker's twine to close them all up, so I could store the journals like so. Otherwise you would have to turn it around and store them like so. But I just love the texture that it gives when it looks like when you open her up and you can see the baker's twine on the sides. So that's why I chose for this method. It just is sewn in with all the signatures. And as you can see on the front, I did use a photo from, let me see if it does focus well. I did use a photo from the Tim Holtz collection again, the paper dolls, and a beautiful tab that was in a digital collection from My Porch Prints. This is a part of the Simple Stories again, as well as this. And yeah, just a beautiful tassel here with some organza ribbon and some baker's twine. And again, all the pages have some little bling pieces of heart sequences. And then for the first 2 pages, as we open her up, you can see here on the side I created a pocket with some sequences here. Beautiful cluster there from a vintage piece of applique. The pocket here, tuck spot. It has a quote. Again, I'll try to put links of all the digital papers that I used in the description box as well. So for this page I used the base from the collection, and I created a sort of a photo frame with a heart applique here. I did distress it with my alcohol markers to create a sort of a flower, beautiful like roses on the sides, but then again topped it up with lots of beautiful sequences. This is a sticker from the collection, and yeah, just super cute. I just love how that will turn out. And then as we turn the page, you can see again some sequences, a beautiful doily here, and just a journal, yeah, so sort of a digital printout as well. And for this time I used a craft paper to create an envelope myself. And this side is a beautiful piece of lace, a stamp, an original one. The sticker here is from the sticker collection from the Tim Holtz. Again, a digital printout and some beautiful sequences. I hope you can see them well. And again, the same thing here, but then I used some washi tape. Inside there's a tag. Let me see if I did that. The back side is kept plain. And then you can see here, I just used basically the same items throughout the journals, because that just leaves a sort of a distinctive look to the projects themselves. And I just love the clusters that I created here. This is a paper that I also distressed using the tea dye. This is the same method that I used, but then on the printout, some words there. And then again a pocket out of, yeah, just a plain piece of paper, and then I'll just tucked in the edges so that I didn't have to cut them up. And then I created pockets with those, and they hold some journaling cards. They're plain in the back. Again, this is also one of the journaling cards. So, and you can see the beautiful stickers here from the Simple Stories collection, as well as these two. I just really love the cohesiveness of this. They all come in the same way of building up the pages. So I just love that. Again here with some washi, beautiful pages, and then if you open her up, you will see a beautiful tag as well. And then here a cluster and a sort of a photo mat with these beautiful items. I just love that. This cluster with a beautiful stamp, pieces of appliques, yeah, just beautiful layers of different kind of materials. And that is for the last one here. And this is a pocket which also has a word sticker here, and then a cluster of sequences, and tucked in is a paper doll from the Tim Holtz collection. And this is the back. So that's for the very first journal that's in the Cubby. So I'm going to show you the second journal that's in the Cubby. That's this one, and this is the front of the journal. And the journal itself is again made from the A Simple Stories paper collection, My Sweet Valentine. And the beautiful framed picture as a part of the photo booth from the Tim Holtz is framed with sequences, a chipboard piece from Simple Stories, beautiful vintage music paper, and this is again another printout from the, I believe it's K&B in France. I will put the link down below to her, to their digital kit as well. And I did use some glossy accents on top of these two hearts. So I really loved how this came out as well. And as we open her up, you'll see lots of different printouts from digital kits, and combined with yeah, some papers from the paper line from the Simple Stories as well. So if you want to know more about that, just send me a message. And here is a tuck spot for a piece of ephemera that she can use, a tag here, or a word quote, says imagine, and then in the back a lovely tag for her to use. Oops, let me see if that goes well. It always doesn't want to go in when you're on camera, of course. So I'll move that aside. Some tags again here with a beautiful, yeah, just a small quote here, and then a piece of mesh here in this side. We hope a little bit more closer. Beautiful. I just love this watercolor piece printed items. They have a beautiful yeah, structure, and it feels really nice. Beautiful pocket again. Again, a cluster here, a photo. This is one of the favorite photos that I have used throughout all of my creations. So yeah, it's pretty inspirational. Inspirational. I just love the colors, and they come all through the pages, and so I use that as well as inspiration. Beautiful pages here, and then again as a cluster, some beautiful sequence hearts. Beautiful quote here, a cluster here with a washi tape, and yeah, she can write of course on that. And this is another piece, a cluster here. I really enjoyed yeah, creating this journal as well. It has lots of different kinds of tuck spots, lots of structures, and yeah, the color scheme is so romantic, and yeah, I just love that about this projects. And again, a vintage postage stamp there. And this pocket that I created from one of my kids has some tags, some tickets that I did embellish some more myself, and I did distress it as well. And this is the back, again a word quote, and then some label there for her to use. So these are the first 2 journals that are in the cubby. I put these yummies aside as I tuck them in later on. And then I'll take out the other 2 journals. I'll show you the covers first. This is the first cover, and this is the second cover. I will take pictures of all of these items as before I post them off, and so you can see them as well on my Instagram. So this is for the first cover again. That's a beautiful layout from the paper collection, Simple Stories, mixed with my porch prints and paper dolls from the Tim Holtz collection. That's what I use throughout this journal as well. So yeah, I did distress it again with my alcohol marker, made it a little bit more of pinkish details. So that's for that. And as you open her up, you see just as little touches and sparkles of things that will, yeah, just give that romantic look to the project. And it was a challenge, it really was a challenge, but I just loved it. And as I flip through the pages, yeah, this is also a mesh that I put on on top as an extra dimensional layer of the papers, and I add on a pocket, and this pocket has a beautiful vintage piece of pattern paper inside, so it's well sealed for her, and that's just put in later on with the washi. A beautiful cluster there, again some combinations, a envelope that was created. This is from the Archimedes collection, and I believe this was a freebie on her site as well. And here are some stickers that you can use, and this is a tag. So these tickets here are from the Archimedes collection as well, and this tag is one of my handmade tags that I created. I'll tuck that as well for her inside. And this is the other side of the envelope. Beautiful printout with some lace here on the sides, and then a chipboard piece from the Simple Stories collection. I left this paper blank, and this is for the last page of the journal. And then we'll go to the pocket, which has a another beautiful a sort of a tag here inside. And I just love how everything came together, the layers and the colors themselves. So I put her on this side. And then for the last journal in the cubby, that's this one, and they are all stitched with my machine, and I just love these layers again. You can see the inspirational photo, pieces of all the papers from the paper line. Again, this is from the Cubby and Friends, I believe. Open her up correctly so you can see all the layers, all the beautiful, beautiful sequences, and I just love that photo frame as well. As you open her up, a pocket again, which is a envelope, and the envelope flap, I turn it to this side. I lined it with Simple Stories paper, and again a beautiful word. Yeah, just a beautiful tag here. You can see the beautiful details here, the teeny tiny items, and they all combine so well together, and I just love that. Clusters here, a pocket that holds a few vintage post stamps inside, an envelope that's in the middle of the journal itself, and I see I didn't put anything inside there, but I'll put something inside there before I send it off, as well as for this. And then this beautiful page here, clusters here and then, and here this is the same way that I built up the first pocket. It's an envelope. I turned off the flap to this side and I lined it with paper from the paper collection, and as you can see, it has beautiful a cluster of sequences, and this is a wooden veneer piece that says memories. Tucked it inside, and yeah, that's my last journal for the copy itself. So I hope you all enjoyed watching the video, and I cannot wait to see or read what you think about the projects. And if you would like to see something in the tutorial, or you want some information, just please let me know, and I'll put them all down below, to the links down below as much as possible. And I'll talk to you all soon.